G'day guys, today we're talking safety. Now safety should be your number one concern when it comes to any form of training. So whether that's kettlebell training, free weight training or Olympic lifts for example, doesn't matter what it is, if you can stay safe, you're going to avoid injury. The other thing too is if you can feel safe, you're going to have the confidence to get into those heavier lifts. So if you know you've got a way out, especially if you're lifting heavy on the squat for example, if you know you can get out of the way of the falling bar, especially if you start to fail in those heavier sets, then it doesn't matter. You can get into those heavier sets knowing full well that you're going to be safe and the bar's not going to crush you in the process. So having that confidence is just going to allow you to get into those heavier sets, and let's face it, if you want to get strong, you want to lift heavy. For this reason, Iron Edge introduces the Sling. Now the Sling is 123 centimeters long and is primarily used as a spotting arm for the matrix. Now you can go ahead and use the Sling on other racks and cages that are out there, but remember, this is only 123 centimeters long and the setup may be a little bit different as opposed to the matrix, but there's no reason why you can't use it on other pieces of equipment as well. What you'll notice too is the Sling is very light and it's very flexible, but don't let it fool you. It's very, very strong and it can support over 2 tons. So it's absolutely perfect for getting into some serious heavy lifting. So you might as well get rid of those heavy spotting arms out there, because really the last thing you want to do is go and drop your bar onto a heavy spotting arm, because there's a lot of force there. Something's got to give. Chances are it's going to be your bar and you're going to put a bend in it. With the Sling, you don't have that problem at all. This thing's flexible and it's going to catch your bars with ease. So not only is it going to save your equipment, but it's also going to help prevent injury in the process. Setting the Sling up to assist our squat is super easy, especially if I've got the Iron Edge matrix, because the Sling was designed with the matrix in mind. Now each one of these matrix cells is the perfect distance for a 123 centimeter Sling. Now all I need to do is set up the band pegs at the height that I require, and then all it is from there is slide on the Sling, just like so, and we're ready to go. It's that simple. Now there's no big old metal arms or anything to awkwardly slot into place. It's just a nice, easy, light Sling that you just slide on, so super easy. So if I get into my squatting work, for example, get myself set up, so I get myself into a nice strong position, I can go through my squats, nice depth. Once things get tricky, I can step out and no problems. There's no damage to the bar, there's no, there's no bar hitting those metal spotting arms for example, so you're not going to damage your bar at all, and these things can support over 2 tons, so they're not going to break on you either, so they're very, very, very handy. Now what I can do is I can also work from this deep position as well, so I can get under to work on my starting strength for example, so I can get down, back into the squat, drive up out of that deep position, work through that range. When things get tricky, I can step out. These things are going to catch the bar every time. Very, very handy, and they're going to save your bar as well. For more information about the Iron Edge Sling, don't forget to check out ironedge.com.au.